So what do we think about that?
That was horrible! You're wasting your time! Nobody likes it, and nobody likes you!
Okay, Dick, then what do you suggest we do as an intro?
I kind of like, iCarly?
You okay, Darus?
Here we go. I know you need to have the world can't touch for me and be so wonderful. Make noise, scream, I know so how it's gonna be there and be so wonderful. It's all for real. Just like here we go.
After 6 months of competing, Travis finally reached his final 3. It can only mean one thing. Finale time! We have to look good for this occasion. Darus, you look different.
This is a big deal, guys. I only wear these shoes for special occasions. 200 grand. It's expensive shoes. But anyways, it's time for us to introduce the 3 contestants who are going to be competing in the Thrive finale. The story of Nacho and Dip is one of proving everyone wrong, because when they were first announced, everyone was a bit skeptic. People didn't really think they deserved the space in the season, people didn't really like them. But you know what? When most people would get demotivated and quit, Nacho and Dip thrived, no pun intended, and caused the first blindside in Thrive history. Now that blindside put a big target on their back, and I kid you not, almost every elimination this season, Nacho and Dip's name was thrown into the hat at least once. And guess what? Somehow, in some way, doing something, Nacho and Dip survived every lost round.
Enough talking about Nacho and Dip, let's talk about the other finalists. After debating if he should let Sunset Suitcase in, immediately in challenge 1, he showed why he was chosen in the cast by placing 2nd in the first challenge and 4th in the second one. He immediately became a sort of challenge beast, frequently placing high during challenges, meanwhile doing some smart talker plays to prevent himself of getting eliminated, making allies along the way, caused him to get alumni, and now he reached the final 3. He's definitely someone who deserves to be here, and he shows why during the whole season. But Sunset Suitcase and Nacho Dip aren't the only contestants who made finale.
Tamagotchi's strong suit was definitely social connections, because as soon as the season started, Tamagotchi was put on Team 1 and got along super well with everyone. So the whole team phase got along really well with everyone. I'm pretty sure her trio was the only one to not lose a member during the trios phase, and when it came to the merge, she was really good at social connections and really good at challenges, but the merge is when strategy started coming up, because she started making charts on everyone, started documenting herself, came up with strategies, single-handedly eliminated Raz. I don't know why she did that. I thought her and Raz were friends, but I mean. And eventually worked her way to the finale where she is now.
The Thrive finale is split into 3 parts: the jury, the quiz, and the challenge. Let's start with the jury. The jury can give points to the finalists by ranking them first, gets 10 points, second gets 5 points, and last place gets 0 points. The jury are the people who got eliminated during the merge/alumni. Here are the jury.
You always went against me while I was competing, even when we were on the same team. 2. Sunset. You betrayed me and got me out, but I respect you more than Tama because you weren't actively targeting me. Plus, your entries are goated. 1. Nacho. I've been rooting for you since my elimination. Legend and my closest ally throughout the entire game. Win this, mate.
ASB has worked the hardest out of any Thrive contestant by far, doing every challenge and strategizing flawlessly. And they're just genuinely a chill guy.
Sorry, Sunset, but I had deeper connections with the others. Tama, you were a great trio member, and you were the person I wanted to win the most before NAD allied with me. Good luck, bud. Meanwhile, I'm choosing Nacho and Dip, and by a long shot. You've always been my #1 ally, and you've always had my back in the eliminations. If it wasn't for you, I think I would have been eliminated in pre-merge. No matter what, I'm rooting for you, AS bro.
This guy didn't want to record his lines, so I'm gonna have to do a bottle-link impression. 3. Tama. I'd give you higher if you went up against these goats. Sorry. Nacho and Dip. Tough choice, but I was allied with Sunset way longer than you. You're a great player, buddy. Sunset Suitcase. It'd be a sin not to have you here. I don't know why I did that. Your entries alone prove that. You're also a loyal ally to the end. Never broke any promises. Don't break your pattern of greatness. You got this.
Everyone already knows my reasons for Tama. For those that weren't in the service, because she's one of my best friends and allies. But between the other two, Sunset makes peaker entries, or something, I don't fucking know.
Sunset, because he was super cool and we were allied for a bit. Secondly, I think I'm gonna go for Tamagotchi. We didn't really talk, but I think they're super cool. For my last place, I'm going for Nacho and Dip. For 3 reasons. Number 1, I told you I was allied with Raz, and you voted him out anyway. Secondly, after I forgave you, we were chill, just for you to betray me and Eyesore. And third, there's no reason, but I just want to emphasize how fucking salty I am. Fuck you! But seriously, you did a good job.
Nacho and Dip been loyal since the start, and the blind side doesn't feel as bad since they're just doing what I did. I think they played a great game and deserve to win. Sunset, I was never allied with you or heard of your strategies, but I always loved your entries and can tell you put a ton of work into them. Tama, bias, sorry.
The jury weren't the only people that could give points to the finalists. You people also could do that by getting the fan roll of your favorite finalist. The finalist with the most fan rolls gets 20 points, the other get no points. And Tamagotchi is the person with the most fan rolls. With 18 fans, he gets the 20 points. Sadly, Sunset Suitcase and Nacho Dip only got 11 fan rolls, so they get no points. The jury is just a part of the finale. Now we're gonna head into the quiz. There were a total of 20 questions asked to the finalists. Here are the answers they gave.
Question number 1, what does it say on Baseball Heater's icon? The correct answer is, oh, it's cold in here! Nacho and Dip got this correct. Meanwhile, Tamagotchi and Sunset Suitcase had no clue what they were talking about, because what the frick does she be blowing out my torch mean? Question number 2 was to name 2 trios besides your own. You could choose from the 8-Bit Architects, Matryoshka, 9+10, Comedy, and Spike King. Everyone got it correct besides Tamagotchi, who only got 1 out of 2, so we decided to be nice and charitable and give Tamagotchi 2.5 points out of 5. Question number 3 was, who did CTC partner up with for the Rejoin Challenge? The correct answer was Sea Urchin, but nobody got it correct, so it kinda just goes to show that nobody really cares about the first boots. Question number 4. Who was originally going to be in the season over Zap? Correct answer was Red Blood Cell, until Tamagotchi submitted the answer of Avocado Pit, and made me remember the Avocado Pit is also technically correct. So good job Tamagotchi for giving an answer that I even forgot about. Okay, the next question. What? Who put this question here? Do I have to read this? How much were my shoes? Now the correct answer is £2 hefty £1,000. No one got it correct. Wow, guys. Really goes to show that no one really cares about the host. Whatever. Okay, I'm taking my sweet time, and I want this video to come out in 2025, so I should probably speed things up a little bit. Question number 5, name 3 replacements who didn't get in. You could choose from Orange Soda, Electric Guitar, Pipey, and Blaine. Tamagotchi's the only one who got it correct. Well done, Tamagotchi. Question number 6, how much does a +1 token cost? 5 points. Good job, everyone got it correct. Question 7, whose emoji had this expression? Correct answer was Raspberry. Who was the first person to use an immunity token? Question number 8. It was Nacho and Dip. And Nacho and Dip and Tamagotchi got it correct. I don't know what Sunset was smoking, picking Sea Urchin, but fair enough. Question number 9. Who made the first ever Thrive entry? It was No You Cod. Nobody got that one correct. And question number 10. Who received the most total votes and elimination? Correct answer was Stick With It.
Here's to the ones that we got.
And I bet Tamagotchi is kicking herself right now. But guess what? We already gave you 2.5 points. And if you want any more for putting half a correct answer, then you're nothing but a greedy bum! Thank you very much. Those are my 10 questions.
And now it's time for my 10 questions. Question 11, whose final word were these? I'm not gonna read it all, but you can pause. The correct answer was Beanie. Everyone got it right except Nacho and Dip. Better luck next time. Question 12 was to name 3 contestants from Strive. For those who don't know, Strive is basically the opposite of Thrive. There were a total of 11 possible answers. Sunset Suitcase got it wrong, Tamagotchi got it right, and Nacho and Dip just basically gave up. Question 13, a simple question. What was challenge 6? The correct answer was to make Thrive look as good as possible so that we don't get cancelled. Sunset and Nacho and Dip got it correct, even though I'm not too sure about Nacho and Dip's answer, but I feel nice and I'll count it. Question 14. Who was in the bottom 2 during the purge round with deck of cards? And for some reason, everyone forgot. Even the fucking person themselves forgot they were in the bottom 2. So no points gained this round. Question 15. Who only got 1 vote the whole season? Everyone got it wrong, and even Tamagotchi was so convinced it was her that she had to type it all in fucking caps. Sorry about this news, Tama, but it wasn't you. Okay, so for question 16, everyone got it wrong. It was what was the original concept of Thrive? The answer was a serious scam where we let the worst signers in instead of the best. I guess it hasn't changed much. Question 17. Which day was the cast revealed? Correct answer was Monday or Sunday. It depends on the time zone. Only Nacho and Dip got it correct. Question 18. Who was the 11th contestant revealed? Everyone got it wrong, and the correct answer was... Oh no.
Here's to the ones that we got.
Question 19. How many votes did 1x1 get during his elimination? He got a total of 5 votes. Only Tamagotchi got this correct. And for the last question, who was the first quitter? The correct answer was them, and everyone got it correct. We're almost at the end of the finale. We did the jury, we did the quiz, and now for the last part, the challenge. Darus, you can go first.
Hey everyone, I'm here to be ranking all 3 finale entries that we got. I'm gonna go from worst to best order, and I hate to say it, but I have to give 3rd place to my boy Nacho and Dip. Now don't get me wrong, funniest entry we've had for the finale, and probably funniest entry Nacho and Dip has put out all season. I love the comedy on this, it was definitely top of its game, it was really good. But I can't put this entry, and I can't give it any more than half points, purely on the basis that the challenge was completely wrong. Now, we set a challenge to fight a killer hamster on top of a volcano. Don't question it, long story. But in this entry, there wasn't a volcano in sight. So even though the romance arc was nice, the comedy was at the top of its game, I can't with a good head give it any more than half the points. And I am sorry, but I'm a harsh judge. I'm a tough cookie to crack. In 2nd place with 35 out of 50 points, give it to the homie Tamagotchi. Now I know for a fact Nacho and Dip aced the comedy, Sansetsuke aced the storytelling, you aced the style. Your drawing style, Tamagotchi, the best out of any contestant, dare I say. I liked the comedy in this, it was really nice comedy, and one thing I do need to kind of knock you down a few points for, I didn't understand a lot of things that happened in this entry, like why Tamagotchi went beast mode for no reason, and I feel like it could have been a bit longer. It's my humble opinion, you could have fleshed out a bit more story into this, but overall I think it was a really nice classic Tamagotchi entry, and you know what, 35 out of 50, that's a good score, it's nothing to scoff at. First place, give it to my boy Sunset Suitcase. Now, your entry took me 5 hours to read, again not literally, it took me a good 1 hour out of my day to read, I can't lie to you, but it was worth it, because the lore you set up here, that's a chef's kiss. The lore was amazing, I loved it. It was really interesting, good entry. The comedy, you tried some funny moments, they were pretty good, but there wasn't much comedy in here. But the drama, man, the intensity, this entry was great. Definitely best entry any contestant has posted the whole season. That's a hard title to earn, but I'm gonna give it to Sunset. 48 out of 50, purely on the basis it was too long. In general, this entry was so close to perfection. It was such a good entry, real solid. And you know what? You deserve 1st place in the challenge, for me at the very least.
Okay, so now it's my turn to talk about the challenge. So I will be going in the same order as Darus did. So I'll start with Nacho and Dip. So for the beginning, I don't really agree with what Darus said. Yes, you did the challenge wrong, but for me it didn't bother that much. The main thing was to defeat Harry the hamster, which you did. Now of course I can't give you like the full 50 points. I really thought you had like the funniest entry out of any finalist, maybe of like every 12 contestant like ever. I don't know, it was a very funny and good entry. I like the little arcs that were like here and there. The romance arc was like pretty funny.
I always thought I might be bad. Now I'm sure that it's true.
I thought it was a really solid entry. The best entry you put out like all season. I wish I could give it like 50 points. It was an amazing entry. But what Darus said is still kind of correct. You didn't do the challenge correctly. So I have to give you, for me, you got a 38 out of 50, which really isn't bad. Now I'm gonna talk about Tamagotchi. For me, Tamagotchi's entry was really fun and like it has like little details. You at least did the challenge correctly. I kinda in a way agree with Darus that some things were maybe not, I didn't really understand, but those were like maybe 2 or 3 things. The full entry was amazing. Maybe it could have been a bit more. For the rest, I have no complaints. It was a good entry. I really loved watching it. And that's why I think you deserve a 43 out of 50.
This is editing, Ruff. I kind of made a mistake. I was meant to say 42. My bad.
That's 7 points off maximum, which I think really, like, this entry really deserves that amount of points. Amazing entry. Good job, Tamagotchi. Best entry. Okay, Sunset Suitcase. The longest entry we had, definitely, but it was worth the reading. The lore, even though I'm not the biggest fan of like lore and camps and all this shit, it was kind of interesting. I didn't really mind it. The jokes weren't really that much like they were sad, but the ones that were there definitely hit and were definitely pretty good. The art style is amazing. I recommend like everybody that's watching the video that haven't read or like watched any of the entries, to go do that. All the entries were amazing. Sunset Suitcase, I think I said everything. Amazing entry. Generally, you know what? This is the best entry we've had of the finale, maybe even of Strive. I agree with Darus fully and give you a 48 out of 50. We've done it. It's time to reveal the winner of Thrive Season 1. We've done the quiz, we've done the jury, we've done the challenge. We have added all the points and now it's time to reveal who won.
In third place for Thrive Season 1, we have Nacho and Dip. Don't get demotivated because third place is really good and you're a great contestant.
And now it's time to announce our winner and our second placer.
The Thrive Season 1 winner is...
Congratulations Sunset Suitcase for winning Thrive Season 1 with a total of 171 points. Tamagotchi just fell short with 159.5 points. Before I end this video, I do want to say that Thrive has been the best camp I've ever hosted. It had such a good cast and everyone was very active. I want to thank everyone who competed in this, and generally you made this camp very great. There were amazing entries, there were amazing people there, and generally thank you so much for competing. I can't thank you enough.
Wow, I can't believe no one showed up. I guess I was right. Nobody cares about the host.
Well, now that Season 1 is over, are you ready for Season 2, Darus?
No.
Crazy people, we can make really good friends. That's why we let each other in. With you beside me, I never have to pretend to be stronger. I finally belong here, and I don't feel alone anymore. Oh, you get me, and I get you. Together, there's really nothing we can't do. I got your back, and I've got yours too. Yeah, you get me, and I'm pretty sure that I get you. On the inside, I dreamed I was part of the crowd, but on the outside, I wasn't allowed. All I wanted is just to be where we are now. Yeah, it's better, and I know I'll never ever feel alone anymore. You get me, and I get you. Together, there's really nothing we can't do. I got your back, and I've got yours too. Yeah, you get me, and I'm pretty sure that I get you. I finally have someone to lean on, and you have someone to lean on to, You get me, and I get you. Together, there's really nothing we can't do. I've got your back, and I've got yours too. Yeah, you get me, and I'm pretty sure that I get you. You get me, and I get you. Together, there's really nothing we can't do. I've got your back, and I've got yours too. Yeah, you get me, and I'm pretty sure that I get you. I'm pretty sure that I get you.
Hello there. My name's Harry the hamster. I'm about 8 centimeters tall, a little bit chubby, and a little bit hairy, and I'm looking for a female so I can shove my fucking cock in her mouth and up her shitter, and then rub my balls all over her